I'm Kim Vonnahme at North Dakota State University. I'm a reproductive physiologist. I study how maternal environment and maternal nutrition impacts fetal and placental development. I worked for a professor in reproductive biology and kind of caught the bug of reproductive biology. So then after that I went to work and did my master's degree in reproductive biology and continued on with my PhD as well. I really enjoy trying to figure out how we can continue to produce more offspring and to raise healthy offspring.
And what are some of those questions you're working on right now?
So some of them are how can we produce in the environments that we have? How can we make sure that mom, while we're still meeting her demands, we also make sure that we're meeting the demands that the fetus needs, not only to survive and to grow efficiently in the uterus, but then also after birth, that they'll be able to meet their genetic potential and to grow as well as they can and be healthy, and that then ultimately we make a good, healthy product. I think we're starting to understand, most people are having an appreciation for what mom eats really is impacting our livestock. And so I think we're just honing in on, we know we've had a lot of things where we've understand a lot of the EPDs, we know that genetics are important, and now we've built a really great foundation there, and now we're starting to understand that we can influence not only her progeny but her progeny's progeny based on what the environment does to that mother. So I think we're just expanding on that foundation that was built on how we can pass things along from mother to daughter and then future offspring as well. There's this field called epigenetics, and a lot of folks are studying how, while we're not changing the genes or themselves or changing the gene expressions of those genes that are needed for proteins that make what we see happen, we might be influencing how those genes are expressed or might be silenced. And so those are different things that are allowing those offspring to either reach their full potential, or perhaps we're masking some of those things that are not allowing them to reach their full potential. So I've had a lot of great mentors going through my career. So I started in Steve Ford's lab. He's now at the University of Wyoming, and I got my PhD with him. And then I also worked with Dr. Rod Geisert at the University of Oklahoma State University. He's now at the University of Missouri, and he was a great mentor to me as well, and continues to be. And then even working within the North Dakota State University, I've had a lot of great mentors. Larry Reynolds was a postdoc advisor, and just my colleagues there, I continue to have great mentorship there. It's always good to pick up on the experiences that others have had that encourage me to continue on to do new things and to branch out and to try different aspects. So it's always been good. I think one thing is, don't worry about feeling uncomfortable going into something, because a lot of times I think some of the students are worried about maybe not having as strong of ag background, and I think that's okay. That's what we're here for, and we're here to help train those types of students. And also, it's okay to ask questions and to go out in a little bit and expand yourself. So if you don't feel as comfortable in an area, that's great. Go out and expand that, because you're going to grow, and don't be afraid to ask those questions.